Okay, we're back. So we're looking at the chart, and it's not the chart that I saved from the Facebook group. This is the real deal chart. The resolution difference on the real deal chart and the chart that I've got here, I'll just show you real quickly. Here's the zoom in on what we just looked at. Notice this has kind of a little like comic book kind of look to it, so it's nice. But you can see Facebook has kind of, but that's about all I can do for now, unless I start arranging emailing or we transferring files to people, and I'm reserving that for when I actually do that. And that'll be part of a package that I put together sometime and put them up for sale or something like that at a reasonable price. It'll be cheap. So but I'm not going to do anything like that right now. Everything's free, so this is legible. This is legible, but that's what you get when you save as file from Facebook. You see the big long Facebook uh, tag here. It's put on the file. Remember, right click and select save as. You'll get this big long Facebook file name, and it's about the best resolution we're going to get. Now let's look at them compared. You see, this is obviously a lot crisper, a lot clearer, and this can even get messed up. If I do too much, I can't zoom in like a microscope on this stuff. It'll get all pixelized. But you can get the charts, and they're still pretty good. They're pretty visible. I don't want to spend too much time on this. Okay, but there it is. You got the coloration. If you can't zoom in that far. Let's face it. If you don't have that crisp of a picture, don't zoom in that far. But really, there's a lot to be gained from these charts by not zooming in that far, because you want to zoom out, similar to the way you do on your life. Sometimes you zoom out, look at the big picture. Hey, you're doing pretty good. You're learning guitar, regardless of what little snags you might have today. So this is let's X out of this, and let's get back to the lesson here. So this is I guess for YouTubers that just want to do YouTube and don't want to do the Facebook or and get the charts or anything, you just want to do the videos in 10-minute segments. This is it. I'll take you right in there, right up to what we got to do in full resolution. And so you've got, this is more important than just having the chart. Although people like to have the charts, um, I'm not going to. Occasionally, I've stopped and said, "Okay, here it is. Press print screen." I'll do that if it's pertinent. For instance, if there was one thing on this chart you wanted to press print screen about, it would be this. But still, this is way up in group corner up here. This is Kiner's Corner up here. They used to have a radio show or a TV show, Kiner's Corner here. They give the guy a little 5-minute spot in the show, and it's up here, and he does his thing. This is a good thing to have, but I can't really zoom in on it that well. You got the string shapes here. I'll get the cursor out of the way. You got the string shapes there. Okay, you want to know your string shapes, because that's what it's all about. The C string shape, 3, 4, 5. Okay, the A string shape, 5, 6. The G string shape is 6, 7 root. Now I've gone just one string up from C. Now notice the guitar is tuned in fourth, except the third, but the string shapes go up in fifth. So C string shape goes to G string shape, goes to D string shape. Okay, and then over on the side we have the A string shape, which goes to the E string shape, the fifth of it, and the fifth of E is again that augmented fifth. E goes to C. Okay, I hope we are on. We are on. We are counting. The clock is ticking. So that's the string shapes, and then they're properly labeled, especially in the short patterns. So right here is the C short pattern, the G string shape. Put them together, you get an S2C. This is the S3D string shape 7L. Okay, and by the way, the S4E, I'm going to be teaching now. You should have done a screen save by now if you needed one. But the S4E, these are all over the place. Every single lesson I do, we're going to cover this stuff. And you know, one thing I used to just love to do would be just get a pen and a pencil like that and actually draw this stuff on the fly. On the fly. You know, so I draw this stuff. Oh, I want to draw a little, you know, a little S3D or something like that, and I draw, you know, the 4 notes there, and then the 3 here, okay, and then up here. And I would sit there at the gym or in the park or whatever, and I got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 root 2, and I'd be working this out, you know, just on pen and pencil like this. And then we have 7 root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 root, and then these would be accidentals like that. So there it is. There's your S3D and your S2E. Okay, S3D and S2E right there. See that? So you can draw them on your own. You know, practice doing that so you know where they're at, and then you pick up your guitar and play just like yesterday. Okay, so the S2D would start, S3D rather, would start on a 2. So that would be a D. If you were going to play it in E, say you were going to play it in D, okay, it would be like that. And then D, you know, playing it actually in C, sorry. It would be in the D, that would be the D Dorian of that C. And then the S2E would be like, okay, 7 root 2, S2C, sorry. S2C would be 3, 4, 5. It sits on top of that, 6, 7 root. You have to warp that up, the top part of that, so the S2C actually gets split when you're playing it on the guitar. And I'm just going to show you that on one of the fretboards here. The best way to do that would be down here. So we were, where were we? We were at the 2, so we're right here. We did 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 root 2. Then we did 3, 4, 5. Then we had to warp up the top part of that S2C. So you just start on the string shape that it's at, you know, and you go up from there in fifths. So S2C is a C and a G string shape. In this case, it had to warp up. We had to play it 1 fret up. So this is a fretboard that shows you how to play it, and this is the standard. When you go to the internet and you say show me a D pentatonic or something like that, show me a Dorian scale, they're going to do it with the warp already programmed in. Okay, they're not going to give you the pattern, because you'll play that on your guitar and you'll go, okay, no, it's not, unless you want to play that for a while. You know, that's kind of weird. All right, and then